Hey guys, PIEGUYRULZ here, and I apologize that my voice is a little cracky. I'm kind of recording this really early. But there's one last matter that we have to discuss, and I really didn't want to go back to Cartoon Network anymore. I thought I was done. I thought I was gonna maybe polish off my Nick rants and keep going on the Disney, but no, Cartoon Network has to just irritate me. So now I've heard about this on a number of ways, and at this point I'm not even watching Cartoon Network save for Adult Swim. So I really didn't know about this until pretty recently. But somehow I found out, I think TV.com had an article on it. Anyway, so looking at the Cartoon Network website, they're advertising 8 new shows - movies for their summer lineup. It pains me to say, only one of them is a freaking cartoon. And not only that, but it's total drama action. I have no problem with the total drama series, but they're not made by Cartoon Network. They're made by Teletoon in Canada. And I love Canada. I think Canada's awesome. I think it's great that we're getting Canadian shows. But the problem with that is, what is Cartoon Network working on by itself? Well, apparently only live action. Let's start with the easier ones. Star Wars The Clone Wars, that's going to keep going on. And that's CGI, which is kind of, in my opinion, not as good as animation, but still, at least it's not live action. And that's not a new series, it's just continuing, and in some people's opinions, it's kind of ruining the Star Wars franchise, but I have nothing really to say about that. Okay, moving along, we have 2 new movies, and what a shock, they're both live action adaptations of cartoons. Scooby Doo, The Mystery Begins. Yay. And Ben 10, Alien Swarm. Yay. First of all, Scooby Doo, The Mystery Begins. It doesn't look like it has the same actors as the others, the actual Scooby Doo movies in theaters. And there really isn't much of a need for this. I mean, if they wanted to put one in theaters, then that's cool, but this is just stupid. And from what I've known, they've had this in the works for a while. Now on to the Ben 10 Alien Swarm. Oh god. As if Ben 10 didn't jump the shark with Alien Force alone, now they have to create a live-action movie about it. Like, the live-action movie for Ben 10 was so mentally retarded. I've seen clips of it. I couldn't sit through the whole thing, even to review it. It was just so stupid, and just so like, they sound ridiculous in what they're saying, and they should, because they're supposed to be a cartoon. And Alien Force in itself is kind of retarded. I like Ben 10. I'll admit to liking Ben 10. But I liked it because it was funny. It was, like, quirky. Ben 10 Alien Force drains all the character out of these characters. Like, Ben isn't goofy and retarded anymore. And Gwen isn't annoying anymore. And Kevin's just, like, a wannabe Sasuke. I don't know. It just... I hate that so much. And now they're making a live-action movie. So I have 2 reasons to hate it. Yay! Alright, now, and those are the ones that I wanted to talk about first, because I don't mind as much talking about them. Now we're getting really deep in it. Alright, so let's see, we've also got, The Othersiders. Not a cartoon, mind you, it's live action, okay. And what it is it's these kids that go around and they look for ghosts. Okay, first problem with that is, it's in live action, not a cartoon, and there's no reason why they couldn't have made it a cartoon. Oh, but wait, there is a reason that they couldn't have made it a cartoon, because this is quote-unquote real. Yeah, that's right, they're posing it as the ghosts are real. Oh my god. They had a show like this on Discovery Channel, A Haunting, I believe it was, and they pose it as real ghost stories. I don't believe it for 1 second. Honestly, I don't. And I don't want to believe it. I don't really care. It doesn't entertain me, even if I did believe it. And even if I don't believe it, it still doesn't entertain me. So, having a ripoff like this, and I guess maybe it's not a ripoff because it's kids, or actually teenagers my age. I don't know why kids like watching teenagers my age. I guess Cartoon Network thinks that littler kids can't act. Well, anyway, so there's so many things wrong with this show. It's a ripoff, it's posing as real when it's really completely fake, and I've never even seen the show. This is just what I know from a plot synopsis. Alright, next we've got Survive This. Where Les Strout, yeah, I used to like Les Strout until he decided to do this. He was Survivor Man, and he went out and survived in all sorts of wilderness areas, and he did really well because he was by himself, or at least that's what he says, and filming it himself the whole time. I liked him a lot. I liked him more than Man vs. Wild, because Man vs. Wild guy stays in hotels. But that's not what this rant is about. Les Strout has decided to take a bunch of kids with him into the wilderness. Yes. And they're competing or just trying to survive. I'm not entirely sure. But the problem with that is it's live action. Yes. Well, that's the first problem with it. And the second problem is, why is it on Cartoon Network? Couldn't maybe the Discovery Channel pick this up? Les Strout is like a Discovery Channel guy. Or maybe the Science Channel? Or here's a wild idea. Why not Discovery freaking Kids? It's a channel just tailor-made for this stuff. My God, like, it makes no sense why Cartoon Network would want it. And then we've got Brain Rush. It's live action again, of course. At this point, it goes without saying. And I don't know what to say about this. It's like from what I've gathered, it's a trivia show or a game show, like kind of like Cash Cab, only it's on a roller coaster. I don't know. Maybe that's an interesting idea, but it still doesn't belong on Cartoon Network. All right. So without getting into too detail about that, because I know absolutely little about that. I'm trying to know as little as I can about these, with still being able to talk about them like this. Oh, and before we get on to the last one, Build, Destroy, Build, Destroy. Cartoon Network has a little tagline in the center, underneath their little video player, that says, "Think you know Cartoon Network? Think again. Check out a sneak peek from our newest shows." Yeah, I thought I knew Cartoon Network. I thought it was a network for cartoons. I guess I have to think again. Alright, now for Destroy, Build, Destroy. And, this network is killing me. It really is. I'm not watching it anymore, and it still bothers me. It still bothers me to this day that kids can't enjoy what I enjoyed. And, it bothers me deeply. And, so anyway, here's Build, Destroy. Destroy, Build, Destroy. Yeah, I'm dyslexic, sorry. Destroy, Build, Destroy. And it's a Mythbusters clone. Wait, yeah, it's a Mythbusters clone. I think it is. I'm not entirely sure. I'll be back with the research. And I'm back with research. Apparently, the show is about a bunch of kids who blow stuff up and then have to build from the stuff that's been blown up. Yeah. It looks like just a show to get out a bunch of hyperactive kids' energy. I don't know, maybe this is a cool concept again, but it doesn't belong on Cartoon Network. It doesn't belong on Cartoon Network. Discovery Channel, Discovery Kids, the Science Channel. Heck, I'll even put it on bloody Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. Just not precious Cartoon Network. And speaking of the name Cartoon Network, now they're going by not just CN Real. Yeah, their live-action blocks are going to be called CN Real. As if all the other stuff on Cartoon Network over the years were fake. And sure, they were cartoons, but still, calling them fake is kind of stupid. Like, CN Real... not only that, but some of this stuff is staged, so how can it possibly be real? Are they saying that all these years that we've been watching a fake Cartoon Network, that this is really what they were meant for? Cartoon Network should really be showing live-action shows? Like, this is what their calling was. This is what they knew they were going to be doing 10 years ago. Like, my God. And, not on the summer lineup, but I hear there's supposed to be some other new shows that are, of course, live action. Including one called Bobby something. Bobby Says, or Bobby is retard. I don't care. It's some actor named Bobby. He was on something else, but I really don't care because he's doing this now. And he hosts an America's Funniest Home Videos ripoff for little kids. Yes. It's like America's Funniest Home Videos, but it's just for little kids. Or not little kids, it's just for kids. Like, why would you take something that's broad for everyone, copy off of it, and then just make their audience kids? Like, if you're gonna copy off of it, you may as well make their audience entire everyone, but I guess that's not CN Real's style. Well, I've used up my 10 minutes, and I hope this is the last I'm ranting about Cartoon Network. The next video I make about CN will probably be a how to fix Cartoon Network video. Alright, PIEGUYRULZ out.